Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Byro here. I'm a medium and a cosmic channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. How are you all doing? How was your week off, so to speak? I'm curious if some of you did check out old readings or what you did with your mornings instead. I definitely missed all of you. I really did. And so I'm really happy to be back with the card reading. So while I was away, I was actually in New York City and it was amazing. I had way more fun than I even thought I would have. It was just so cool. So to all of you listening that are from New York City, uh, so cool to see your town, see your place. I loved it. I loved it. All right, so getting into the messages this week, I'm drawn to use the Healing Waters Oracle, okay, by Rebecca Campbell. Spirit was very like, I was surprised when they were like, this is the deck this week. And then I was like, water, water. I'm like, when is the moon? And so I checked, and we have a full moon on Thursday, on July 10th. It's a buck moon. It's um, it's got quite an energy to it. And Spirit was really talking about using the energies of the moon. And for those of you that like to kind of charge your water or crystals in the moon, this is a really valuable one to charge it in. And specifically with water, it's about like using the water element to um, take in the information or gather the information in terms of frequency that you want. So, setting it out under the full moon with the intentions that you want in that water can help amplify it. So, water is a big deal this week because of the moon energy. So, that's why I'm really curious to see what the messages are in the cards this week. So, that being said, I'm just going to see what Spirit has to share here. One sec. They're talking about things being hidden in plain sight. They said this week you will be very interested to see what has been hidden in plain sight. And that feels like it has like multiple levels to it. Like I feel like there's a collective message in that. I also feel like there's a personal message in that for us and not necessarily in a negative. Sometimes we think that's a negative, but more like a clarity that kind of comes in. Um, yeah, a clarity that comes in. What you once thought was obscured now comes in with clear sight. It was really always hidden in plain sight. Very interesting. We're going to see what Spirit has to say with that one. Okay. Um, let's see what the cards have to say on here. They're also emphasizing the number three. They're saying, notice the patterns that happen in threes this week. Big emphasis of threes, whether you're seeing the number three or things happen in threes. It's so that you can triangulate your knowing. It's like you might have a feeling of something, you hear somebody talk about that something, and then you see something about that something allows you to triangulate that thing and then focus in on it with your intent. And they're saying it's all wrapped up in the moon anyway. It's all connected into this moon cycle. And they're saying the moon cycle itself brings through these pieces that are hidden in plain sight. Very interesting. Okay, let's see what the cards are. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Okay, so first thing that we get, um, we have the Lady of the Lake, and this card talks about new beginnings and that something is about to happen. So this makes a lot of sense to me with how Spirit's like, it's been hidden in plain sight, and now you're going to triangulate this piece and it will happen. It will come to fruition. It will appear. It will whatever. Something is about to happen here. I feel this is very No, it's interesting. I was going to say, I think this part's very personal, and Spirit's like, no, it is personal and collective. So we might see a lot of things unfold this week. I can't get a solid read on exactly what, and Spirit just shows me this like spinning spiral. And they're showing me this spinning spiral because it's so multifaceted. It's happening on so many levels. So the cool thing about the Lady of the Lake, the lore of the Lady of the Lake is this person who is so empowered in who they are. They understand the energetics of the water, right? And we're talking about water, water oracle, the moon. It's about using that information, like she can stand in the energy of the lake, place her sword in the energy of that lake, and pull all the information from the water. It's again gathering this information. So use water as that conduit for gathering your information. So you can take this even farther by, when you have a shower, or when you have a bath, or when you're washing your hands, or when you're drinking your water, if you add extra intention to what you're doing in those moments, you can gain more information because water is this conduit piece of information. So, as an example, what they're showing me in my mind right now, you could even, say you have a break from work or something. You go, you fill up your cup with water. As you're filling your cup with water, you're placing the intent that this water gather the information needed to help you find clarity, peace, healing, whatever it is you're looking for. So that when you drink that water, you bring in that frequency because water is one of the best things to carry frequency. And so as you bring in that frequency, that knowledge, that understanding, that clarity is available to you from within your being. And that's how you really embody this energy of the Lady of the Lake. Okay, so new beginnings, something is about to happen. Very curious to see what that is. The next one we have is the Selkie card. It says, come out of hiding and embrace who you really are. I think this is a big theme for the summer, is really about using your voice, being who you are, coming out of hiding, being willing to express and be you, right? So this is another important piece. I think that helps with the triangulation of bringing in what it is you want. And then we have the pink dolphin. Now, this is what's really interesting. Dolphin has come up a lot in spiritual symbolisms for me lately as per the collective. So for the collective, and this says celebration, fun, unbridled joy, and an open heart. And so we have rainbows and we have dolphins in this card. What I want to say too, though, is to take this even further with the messaging I've been getting about the dolphins is this new level of intellectual capacity that we are stepping into. And when we come out of hiding and really be who we're meant to be, we gain access to this new level of intellectual wisdom. It's kind of where intellect braids with spirituality. It's like intellect braids into the quantum field. So the stuff that you're able to bring through is of a much higher frequency, just like dolphins do. Right? I mean, isn't it a little curious why there are limitations placed on communicating with dolphins and whales and such in the wild? I mean, I understand there is a nature-based protection to it, 100%. But dolphins are so much more than we realize. There's such a higher capacity within their brains. They braid the intellect, they're very intellectual, like smart, intelligent, with the quantum fields. So I've been getting a lot of references lately of how humanity's consciousness is stepping into the level of that dolphin-like consciousness, which many people say connects back into the energies of the Sirius star system, the water planets and such. Like we're tapping into a whole next level. So that's why when I see this card, the Lady of the Lake, which is like embracing the full energy of that connection and that something is about to happen, this gets me really excited because we're standing at this precipice of something new, next level intellectual capacity. So I think this is really cool. So I'm going to leave that with all of you for now. I do want to say that for those of you that are wanting to connect in with a tune in and ask question to spirit, where you send in your question and I will send you a voice recording answer. I will be opening some spots this morning. So depending on when you're watching this, it will be Monday morning, July 7th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you can get your spot there for one question or three questions. You can sign up for that at avalonspirit.com under Spirit Tune In and Ask. And also, I do want to say, check out podcasts. There's a new podcast coming out today. You don't want to miss it. It's a lot of fun. And that's about it. So have a beautiful start to your week, everyone. I'm so happy to be back. I missed you all. And I hope you have a beautiful Monday. I'll see you all tomorrow.